announcement of a 10-year plan for the DC Universe and the appointment of co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran, fans were left wondering how they were going to tackle the new DC Universe and what characters were going to be announced. Those questions were answered today, so let's talk about it. So we'll be looking at the new slate, but it's not going to be in any order. First on the list, we have Creature Commandos. This is a team of monsters and superhuman freaks with an ever-changing roster that were active in World War II. They aren't prime characters in the DC universe, so I'm surprised they are being featured at all. According to Gunn, the same actors voicing the characters will portray them in live action as well, which is quite interesting to say the least. My issue here is this is yet another team with a group of misfits and an animal of some sort. I hope there is a distinctive tonal shift from the Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Peacemaker. Next on the list, we have Superman Legacy. As we all know, Henry isn't playing Superman, but all the same, Gunn wants a younger actor to don the cape as the son of Krypton. And this movie will officially kick off the DC Universe Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate. I'm intrigued to see where this story goes because it all depends on who gets cast, and we go from there. Also announced was the Green Lantern show, which focuses on Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. This is the project I'm most excited for because the Green Lantern Corps includes some of my favorite characters in the DC universe. The series is going to be in the same vein as True Detective, which hints at a more grounded mystery story, which if done right could actually be something. We'll have to wait and see. Also, more lanterns are scheduled to appear. So here's hoping we see Kilowog, Guy, and maybe even Kyle. One can only dream. We also have a Booster Gold TV show. I'm not surprised this was announced because according to Gunn, Booster Gold was a highly requested character to appear on screen, and this seems like a bid to appease the fans. I'm not too high on Booster Gold myself, but depending on the story and the cast, we could have something here. Including Ted Kord could also be a boost to whatever it is they are trying to do in this show. We also have Waller with Viola Davis returning, which I really don't see any need for except maybe to tie in Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, and Creature Commando. Who knows? Maybe jam the Authority in too. Well, I don't have any hype for this whatsoever. We also have a movie based on the Authority, which is another team along the lines of other darker ensembles such as Suicide Squad, Thunderbolts, and Justice League Dark. This is a team who believes the world is broken and will do whatever it takes to subdue evil, even if it means killing. So while this isn't a new premise, the execution is also something we would have to wait for and see before we make any concrete assertions. Next up, we have Paradise Lost, which is a live action show based on the women of Themyscira, and it's set to follow in the same vein as TV shows like Game of Thrones, according to Gunn. Once again, this could be an interesting show as the story of Amazons could be expanded with a better exposition than the comics. The scene from Zack Snyder's Justice League comes to mind to what the Amazons could be and look like when done right. Next up, we have a new Supergirl movie which is supposed to supplement Superman and give a broader depth to the Kryptonians and their story. We also have Swamp Thing, which is a horror movie according to James Gunn that is going to be released sometime soon, which you can take it however you want. Personally, it's another thing that I look forward to seeing, and it all depends on more plot details and the kind of characters that will be introduced into this movie. So we're going to see what happens before then. Finally, we have another Batman movie. Yes, a new person is going to don the iconic costume, a new Batmobile, a new Alfred, but this time we get to see Damian Wayne in live action for the first time. This could be good, but it points to whether Batman is older than Superman or if they are within the same age range. If their worlds are to collide into a new Justice League, I think a little cohesion would be welcome. Depending on the casting for this film, we could be in for another Batman, another great Batman film. We'll have to wait and see. Well, my thoughts on this slate is it's an interesting slate to say the least. This is a weird group of characters that have been assembled to complement the new Superman and Batman. Gal Gadot seems to be staying on as Wonder Woman as we have heard nothing on her for now. The Green Lantern show is my most anticipated production, as I've stated. I have mixed feelings about this slate because there aren't a lot of heavy hitters in this slate. It's a bunch of lower tier characters that I really can't see being a critical part of the story. This is all subject to change as we are yet to see the cast and plot details of all these properties, so hopefully we'll get to see that soon. Ultimately, the DCU must not make the same mistakes as the MCU if they are to become notable competition. Luckily, they are not burdened by the PG crap of Disney and can actually stretch the material to provide quality. With movies like The Batman and Joker, we can see the difference in the kind of movies that the DC Universe can make. Just go out and make movies that respect the essence of who those characters are and write better stories. Enough of all this childish dialogue, crappy CGI, and gross mismanagement. As a fan of these books, it's tiring seeing watered down versions of my favorite characters, all to check some political boxes. It will be a complete shame if we see MCU 2.0 with DC characters. But that's all for the video. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.